Welcome back to Wilso's Reviews, and today I'm going to review Aliens. It's a series I've been working on. I watched Alien 2 weeks ago, now I'm watching Aliens. So, what is Aliens about? It follows the story of Siqourney Weaver's character, Ripley, again, but this time she's woken up from 57 years of hypersleep, and she is pretty much in a bit of lost the Air Force license. This guy called Burke wants her to go back to the planet LV-426, and she doesn't want to, but then eventually she goes there, and shit goes down, and they find out, well, in the last film had only one alien, one of these things that can kill you, and it pretty much wiped out our whole team, and then the only way she got rid of it was by throwing it out into space. So the second film, there's a lot more, along with her just battling these things and just getting the bloody hell off that planet. So, what can I talk about this film, guys, that made me like this film a lot? This film is really good. I enjoyed it so much, man. Like, I just sat down and had a good time focusing on the story, just the whole elements of each of the characters. Like, the soldiers are really cool. Like, they're pretty funny at the start, and yeah, they're really good at. They have all interesting lines and funny lines, and Siqourney Weaver's character actually gets fleshed out more in this movie, and it's really interesting to see that. It's really good. Like, I get glued to her character just because, like, you just see her morph into this once intelligent woman who was very brave and very courageous to this now very courageous woman, very brave, and she has guns, and she's more than happy to kill these do anything to protect this little girl called Newt, who lost her family on the planet because it was inhabited by humans, and then her mom and dad passed away due to these things, and she is looked after by Ripley. And Ripley takes her in, has that feeling of, like, you know, daughter mother relationship, and she kind of fills in the void of losing her own daughter, which she finds out that her daughter passed away. And it was quite sad for her to hear that, and yeah. But it's a really good film in that direction of this relationship between Newt, Carrie, and Ripley. Chris's name is Carrie Henn. So that was just a little bit there. So yeah, what else is really good about this film? The psychology of Siqourney Weaver, man. It goes from, like, she's just, like, can't sleep at night to, like, you know, like, eventually she just builds up that courage again, and she's just like, screw this, I'm going in there to save Newt, and I'm not gonna stop until I find her and save her. And yeah, it was an excellent film in that regard, guys. Like, I enjoyed it so much. Ripley is such a badass in this film. She's a lot more of a badass than some of the military people, and you know, they're trained in this action. They were too keen to go into this and they thought, oh yeah, we'll be fine, but they didn't know anything about these creatures. Whereas Ripley's seen what these creatures can do and why they should be feared. So yeah, and there's no exception to these creatures. They're the same. They're intelligent. They're just vicious, and they just don't stop until the other characters, like Burke in the film. Obviously, he has a second agenda. He wants one of these things for a bioweapon. You know, no surprise there. Like, it's like, oh, okay, you always get that one stupid idiot who thinks they can turn this creature into a weapon for their own purpose, and it's just bullshit, because it's like, yeah, you couldn't control these things. Like, you know, the other team failed to control an android. Why do you think you can control one of these fucking creatures? That in this regard as well, this film, it does an excellent job in just not having a huge villain and making the aliens kind of like the threat, just keeping them the threat. There is one little human villain. That's fine. That's all you need, because you want to focus on the aliens, because the aliens are the stars of this film. They're the antagonists. They're the ones that are hunting down the humans, and it's good like that. I enjoyed that. The action is excellent in this, guys, and I loved just some of the shooting scenes in that third act of the film, and that final fight between Ripley and the Queen alien, which you get shown, and you're like, oh my god, it's one of the queens, and it's like, you know, no wonder there's so many of these bloody things. Like, you know, there's this queen constantly laying the eggs, and it's just crazy like that, and it's excellent storytelling. Like, and you care about Siqourney Weaver's character, and you care about Newt's character. You don't want her to get hurt. You want these two to get out of there and be safe. And yeah, they're two like stars of the film. Like the other characters they're pretty good, but some of them get lost in the fray. And you just don't really practical effects are very good. The music is suspenseful, but it's not too suspense. It's a more action-packed film in that regard. Like, it wants to be a little bit suspenseful, but not too much. Not as much as the last film, anyways. But I did enjoy this film, though, guys, in that regard. Very little to no cons in this film, except for maybe a little bit of CGI is used, and it feels a bit out of place, and it just doesn't look as good. But that's 1980 CGI. You can't expect it to be the best. But the spots of where the ship is flying in space, that's fine. It's just more the lightning effects to some of the explosion effects. It looked a little bit out of place. The film, I enjoyed it. James Cameron did an excellent job. He did his best, and he improved it in so much that I enjoyed Aliens much more than Alien, in my opinion. So I'm going to give Aliens a 9 out of 10. It's an excellent film. It is worth your time, worth your money. If you haven't seen Aliens, I recommend seeing Aliens. If you want to, watch Alien first just to get an idea of what the story is about, and just to get familiar with Siqourney Weaver's character, and then watch Aliens. And Aliens is a little bit longer, so cool down for a little bit longer. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in to the Wilso review. I hope you enjoy this review I made. If you enjoyed it, hit a like on my video. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Wilso's Reviews. If you have any ideas for future reviews, hit them down in the comment section below. Or hit me up on Facebook, as I'm able to take requests there as well. Thank you again, guys, and tune in to tomorrow for my review on BoJack Horseman. Thank you again, guys. See you soon. Bye.